All this stuff is set up for the beast system. The Antichrist himself shall come on the scene. He shall be a lover of me. He shall be homosexual. How they gonna receive him? Because he's gonna be a homosexual. He's gonna be a lover of men. He's gonna be a man of war. He's gonna be able to display power. Once he get that wound, once he get killed, he come back again. He's gonna be possessed with the actual Satan himself, making a counterfeit resurrection. And he's gonna be able to display. He's gonna probably be able to display power even before then. Even the false prophets. You see what I'm saying? False prophets. You know, that's the unholy trinity. You know, the domain of Lucifer is in the sea kingdom. Is in the sea. You know, and he's always been there. He got many different thrones. He got thrones on earth. You see what I'm saying? We live in what you call a water system already. Here we go. A water system. Look at the banking system. Whenever a ship gives birth, it gives birth. You have to present a birth certificate. And that whenever a woman gives birth, that baby's inside the water. And so they have to give a birth certificate. So when a ship gives birth, it presented with a birth certificate. Even when you have the bank of a river, you got different banks and rivers. The banking system, I'm bankrupt. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay above float. I'm freezing all my accounts have been liquidated. I'm freezing my accounts. They're dealing with water. You got to understand it's the sea kingdom. When the man that was possessed with the legion and Christ began to rebuke the actual spirit, and they told you to put us in the pigs. When those pigs was possessed with those actual demons, and they ran over and went over what? The cliff. And it went into what? The sea. You see what I'm saying? We got to understand that AI and the actual water kingdom, the sea kingdom, are working hand in hand. The sea kingdom produce makeup with dead aborted babies. They produce all different types of chips and cells with aborted babies. They need these bodies. You see what I'm saying? They need these babies because these babies produce the actual chemical balances they need to be able to put in what you call chips, all different types of other apparatuses, women giving their children up, adoption, all that right there. Oh man, come on. The enemy, all these runaways, all these children, these babies are being abducted. You see what I'm saying? Some of these children are used for rituals and ritual purposes. You know, I don't want to get on, I can get on that out. I mean, a lot of people, the celebrities know this. They know they got to keep secret. Or it can be detrimental.
Your thoughts?
Jesus is confronted by a man possessed by demons who identify themselves as legion, for we are many. He cast out the demons, who then possess a nearby herd of swine. Immediately, the entire herd goes crazy and commits mass suicide by stampeding down a hillside and off a cliff into the sea. The seas have always belonged to him. It's his domain. Why did Jesus walk on water? To show his power over the devil. Moses parting the sea, same thing. Book of Revelation, all the dragons and dragons and the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Where do they come from? They rise.
Nothing operates the way you think it does.
What do you mean?
Nothing operates the way you think it does.
What do you mean?
Government does not work the way you think it does.
It's not about people voting for a president.
No, it has nothing to do with that. We're talking money. We're talking control, corporations, big business, period.
It's all big business and money.
Period.
Yeah.
End of sentence. Now, religion is a corporation. It's all the religions of the Western world, especially in the Western world, all religions operate under maritime admiralty law. So there are certain...
What do you mean maritime admiralty law?
Maritime admiralty is the law of water. And I talk a lot about this in the past. I'm going to talk a lot about it in the future.
Okay.
There are only 2 things on the earth, on this earth, land and water.
Right.
So there are 2 kinds of law, the law of the land and the law of water. The law of the land is the custom of the people who live on a particular piece of land. So the law of the land is different in every country.
Right.
I mean, you can do things in Russia you can't do in America.
Right.
You can do things in South Africa you can't do in China because it's the law of the land. That particular piece of land has their own custom. So the custom of the people living on a particular piece of land is called the law of the land.
Okay, got it.
But there is also a larger, far more important law on the earth. It's called the law of the sea, the law of the water. And when you get into, and then that law is referred to in courts as maritime admiralty. Maritime admiralty is the law of water. Once you understand the law of water, it opens up a world of occult hidden symbols and hidden foundations on how we live.
What are some of those laws that we're not aware of?
Oh my goodness! When you walk into a courtroom, why do you go to court? You play basketball on a court. You play tennis on a court.
Right.
Yeah. How do you play tennis on a court? You play with a racket. Come on. And so the judge walks out. He rules from the bench. Right. Look it up in a Latin dictionary. The word bench is a bank in Latin.
Oh.
And so the judge is ruling for the bank. That's why he wears a black robe, because the black robe represents the planet Saturn, the god of banking and law.